From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced 25% tariffs on all autos not made in the United States. The announcement was more than an hour later than scheduled. The uncertainty in the auto sector sent shares in American auto manufacturers tumbling in Wednesday afternoon trading. Alberta's premier is defending her upcoming trip to Florida to talk with prominent right-wing broadcaster Ben Shapiro. Danielle Smith says the only way to stop America from imposing its will is to talk with them.
It was all about working as Team Canada for the greater good. Enter Liberal Prime Minister Mark Carney. Now all of a sudden, it's apparently treason.
Smith has been under fire for media comments urging the U.S. to hold off on tariffs to help the Conservative Party's election campaign. The federal party leaders are pushing policies for seniors, low-income voters, and auto workers today, as their campaigns focused on Ontario and Quebec. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre kicked off the day with a pledge to allow working seniors to earn more money tax-free. Liberal leader Mark Carney pledges a $2 billion fund to protect manufacturing jobs and build more auto parts in Canada. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh rolled out his tax plan, including raising the tax exemption for the lowest incomes by 1/5. Winnipeg police have now identified a woman who was the victim of a serial killer in 2022. Ashley Shingoose was previously referred to as Buffalo Woman. Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew says there will be a search of the Winnipeg area landfill where her remains are believed to be.
I cannot promise you that we will bring her home, but I can promise you that we are going to try.
The other women's remains have been found in Winnipeg area landfills, and last summer, Jeremy Skibitsky was convicted of murdering all four and sentenced to life in prison. White House officials continue insisting there was no breach of U.S. national security when a journalist was accidentally added to a group chat of several high-ranking members discussing attacks against Yemen's Houthis. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the signaled chat messages did not compromise the lives of military operatives.
We have said all along that no classified material was sent on this messaging thread. There were no locations, no sources, or methods revealed, and there were certainly no war plans discussed.
The Atlantic has now released the entire signal chat, showing U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth providing exact timings of warplane launches and when bombs would drop. In West Philadelphia, where he was born and raised, now there's a street called Will Smith Way. Philadelphia's mayor and other city leaders honored the Oscar and Grammy winner today, renaming a street next to his old high school. Smith starred in the 1990s TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, playing a Philadelphia teen sent to live with relatives in Los Angeles. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Edmonton Oilers continue their push to the postseason tonight as they welcome the Dallas Stars. Edmonton is without superstars Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, both dealing with lower body injuries. Elsewhere in the NHL tonight, the Vancouver Canucks visit the New York Islanders. The top two teams in the Professional Women's Hockey League are on the road tonight. League-leading Montreal Victoire are in Minnesota, while the Toronto Scepters are in Boston. The Toronto Raptors look to sweep a two-game road trip as they visit the Brooklyn Nets tonight. The Raptors are coming off a Monday win in Washington, but enter the contest in 11th place in the Eastern Conference. Toronto catcher Alejandro Kirk says the Blue Jays are bringing a complete and talented team into this year's season. Kirk recently signed a 5-year contract extension worth $58 million U.S. The Blue Jays open their season tomorrow against visiting Baltimore. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.